keep your comments civil.
Good morning and welcome to the Dailies today, right here on your number one radio station, Invicta 98.9 FM. Time check from our studio is 6:02 a.m. A beautiful Monday morning. Today is the 20th day in the month of April 2026. Welcome to the Dailies today. Now, the Dailies today is a show where we consult newspapers published in Nigeria. The goal is to keep you updated on the current happenings in the country. We're looking at 5 newspapers today: the Punch newspaper, Leadership, Daily Trust, Daily Post, and Vanguard newspapers. We're live on Facebook at Invicta FM 98.9, on YouTube at Invicta FM 98.9 online TV, and you can also use WhatsApp to kick off the conversation at 09098900989. Remember, as you're sending in your message, send in your name and where you are texting from. I will not be doing this alone today. My name is Chinwendu Perpetua Odimgbe. I have with me
Mabel, Iduma.
Mabel, welcome to the show today.
Thank you, Chinwendu.
Let's go on a quick commercial break. When I come back, or when we come back, we'll kick off reading the headline for you. Don't go anywhere.
This is Invicta 98.9 FM. We never invented radio, but we're taking it to the edge of perfection.
In the morning, wake up. This is Invicta FM.
It's amazing how your child grows up before your eyes. Enable their thriving development and the care they need with the new NanKid 4 with HMOs to support your child's development, probiotics to help your child's digestion and development, and high-quality proteins to support age-appropriate growth. And all of these work together to support your child's development and growth today and tomorrow. NanKid 4. Nourish your child's potential.
To jama'a, bismillah, a tattaru. Yawa, ku bar lambar mutum ɗaya daga cikin ku in tura muku kuɗin ku.
A'a, to fa, oga, me yasa?
Sai in ta biyan kananan caje-caje dan na tura kuɗi? To, wa ina ayya ba haka?
To kai oga, ai smart cash masu kaifin basira ke amfani da.
Smart me?
Smart cash, guda ka gani ko sai ba sa caja.
Kai, haka take ba.
A ji daɗin yin kowane irin ciniki kyauta babu caji tare da Smart Cash. Ko da ko tura kuɗi ne, biyan kuɗi ko sayan katin waya. Babu wani dogon labari, aiki ne tsantsa da cikawa. Zazzage manhajar Smart Cash ko ka danna *939# a yau. Smart Cash daga Airtel.
Abokina, wasa fa na yin kyau. Ba na ga maka kulab ɗinmu ne zai yi nasara ba, amma baka yarda ba. Wai ko baka saurare na ne? Me kake tunani ne?
Abokina, ni fa tunani na ba anan yake ba. Ina tunanin ta yaya zan biya kuɗin makaranta. Gashi har yanzu ba komai a hannu. Gaskiya, na gaji.
A'a, me zai hana ka samu rance tun da kai ma'aikaci ne? Ana ba da bashi har zuwa naira miliyan 5 ga ma'aikatan gwamnati. Kuma ba tare da wani ya tsaya maka ba. Kawai kana iya kiran *5120# yanzu na a wayarka. Za ka samu rancen a cikin mintuna 5.
Da gaske? Iye, ashe gaskiya ne, gashi har sun turo mani alert. Sharp sharp. Gaskiya, na gode.
Kana iya ziyartar ofishin Credit Direct wato Sharp Sharp da ke lamba 6 Yakubu Gawon harabar bankin FCMB kusa da babban bankin Najeriya wato CBN a garin Kaduna. Ko ka kira lambar waya 0700-47-22-66. Akwai sharuɗa da ƙa'idoji.
Ready to run your money better? Download Bill Station now. iOS or Android Play Store, just search Bill Station or go straight online at billstation.com. Bill Station, no stress, just control.
Yanzu lokaci ne na garabasar samun nasarar Indomie. Muna ƙara cin Indomie, muna ƙara samun nasara.
Kamar yaya?
Ku tara emtin ledojin Indomie noodles guda 10 mai gram 70 ko mai gram 120 wato super pack. Ku kai su cibiyar karɓar garabasar nasarar Indomie domin samun damar cin kyautar paketin Indomie mai gram 70.
Yawancin Indomie, yawan damar cin nasara. Domin ƙarin bayani ku biyo mu a shafin Indomie Arewa Facebook ko ku tuntuɓi cibiyar garabasar mafi kusa da ku. Indomie, ingantaccen abinci.
Domin nasara. Mama, yanzu na zan wanke maki fararen kayan nan naki.
To, amma ba wanke su kawai zaki ba. Ki tabbatar kin yi amfani da haifo domin yana cire duk wani takaddarin tabo yana kuma sa fararen kayana su ƙara haske kalkal.
Haka ne, kada ku amince da tabo. Ku tabbatar farinku ya ƙara haske kalkal.
Duk abin da kuke yi muna ganin ƙoƙarinku cikin iyali kuna nuna so muna jin daɗin hakan. Power oil muna nan da ku mun tsaftace dukkanin ɗigo akan 200 naira mu haɗu mu yaɗa soyayya. A duk sanda ka yarda da mu a gurin yi muna ganin ku shi ne sa muka yi na 200 sace sai da ku. Kuna dalilin wannan tsari mai sauki ku more wannan sachet akan 200 naira. Za ku samu Power Oil Mini Pack Sachet akan 200 naira.
Power Oil, hey, Power Oil.
Yana da daɗi, da ɗanɗano tare da Cremella. Ga sauƙi, yana da daɗi a kunu ko shayi.
Yi nishaɗin ɗanɗano mai arziki da daɗi na Cremella Crema, cikakke don babban ɗanɗano a shayi, koko, kofi da sauran zaɓin abinci.
Ya daɗi da ɗanɗano tare da Cremella.
Ƙara ɗanɗano da Cremella.
Lovers or haters.
Still gonna run, baby.
Invicta FM.
It's time to be victorious.
And yes, you're still listening to the Dailies today on Invicta 98.9 FM. Let's get started with the first newspaper for today, which is the Punch newspaper.
Of your robbery, Kwara APC PDP SPA as DPP reports clears Saraki. Of a robbery, Kwara APC PDP SPA as DPP report clears Saraki. A fresh war of words has erupted between the Kwara State chapters of All Progressive Congress and the People's Democratic Party over allegations linking former Senate President Dr. Bukola Saraki with individuals convicted in the 2018 Offa Bank robbery. The situation has further heightened political tension ahead of the 2027 general elections in the state.
Moving on from that one, 2027 battle lines. APC may scrap consensus plan in Flashpoint State. 2027 battle lines. APC may scrap a consensus plan in a Flashpoint State. Uncertainty may be mounting within the ruling All Progressives Congress over its preferred consensus strategy for the 2027 elections, with party sources indicating that direct primaries may be adopted in states where agreements prove difficult.
JAMB releases over 1.8 million UTME results nationwide. JAMB releases over 1.8 million UTME results nationwide. the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board has announced the release of results for candidates who sat at the 2026 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination on Friday, April 17th and Saturday, April 18th. In a statement issued on Sunday by its spokesperson Fabian Benjamin, the board said 1,264,940 results from the 2 days had been processed and made available for candidates.
Amnesty Serap seek withdrawal of MBC directive. Amnesty Serap seek withdrawal of MBC directive. Human rights organization Amnesty International and the Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project Serap have strongly criticized a recent directive issued by the National Broadcasting Commission (NBC), describing it as an attempt to stifle press freedom and impose unlawful restrictions on journalists.
Kaduna now better than 2023, Sani. Kaduna now better than 2023, Sani. Kaduna State Governor Uba Sani has said that the state has improved significantly since he assumed office in 2023, citing progress in security, education, infrastructure, and economic development.
Moving to weather forecast, the NIMET warns of thunderstorms disruptions Monday. NIMET warns of thunderstorms disruptions Monday. The Nigerian Meteorological Agency has warned the Nigerians to brace for thunderstorms, gusty winds, and possible disruptions to activities across the country on Monday today. In its weather outlook issued on Sunday, the agency stated hot and sunny conditions will dominate the morning, while isolated thunderstorms later may be accompanied by gusty winds and brief atmospheric disturbances, particularly across parts of the northern region, including Taraba State. For these and more stories, you can grab a copy of the Punch newspaper. Let's see what's happening on the Leadership newspaper.
1.38 million students benefit as NEL Fund loan disbursement hits 242.4 billion naira. 1.38 million students benefit as NEL Fund loan disbursement hits 242.4 billion naira. The Nigerian Education Loan Fund (NEL Fund) has said it has reached a major milestone in its student support intervention program, with a total of 1.338 million students benefiting from the federal government education loan scheme as of April 15, 2026. The cumulative disbursement has now reached 242.4 billion since the initiative became fully operational with the launch of its application portal on 24th May 2024.
Ethnic youth leaders hail Dangote as refinery turns Nigeria into net petrol exporter. Ethnic youth leaders hail Dangote as refinery turns Nigeria into net petrol exporter. The Ethnic Youth Leaders Forum has praised the businessman Aliko Dangote for what it described as visionary leadership and a landmark investment in Nigeria's energy sector, following the emergence of the Dangote Petroleum Refinery and petrochemicals as a key driver in making the country a net exporter of refined petrol for the first time.
Presidency fires back at critics, highlights Nigerians' GDP prize. Presidency fires back at critics, highlights Nigerians' GDP rise. The presidency has defended the economic performance of the Tinubu administration, citing Nigeria's position among Africa's largest economies by purchasing Power Pact Parity (PPP). Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, reacted to the criticism from the opposition figures, saying claims that Nigerians had not made progress since 2023 were false.
Nigeria, Turkey agreed to establish training base. Nigeria, Turkey agreed to establish a training base. Nigerian government and Turkey have strengthened bilateral defense partnership with an agreement to establish a training base in Nigeria. The agreement was reached between the Minister of Defense, General Christopher Musa, retired, and his Turkish counterpart at the Antalya Diplomacy Forum 2026.
El Rufai raises alarm over fresh plot to detain him indefinitely. El Rufai raises alarm over fresh plot to detain him indefinitely. Former Kaduna State Governor Malam Nasir El Rufai has raised an alarm over an alleged plot to smear his reputation, jeopardize his pending bail application at the Kaduna State High Court, and implicate him in serious capital offenses. El Rufai said there was a plan to secure his indefinite detention through false newspaper publication against him.
That is it for the leadership newspaper. Let's see what's happening on the Daily Trust newspaper. And from the Daily Trust newspaper, the first headline here says 2025 Army gets 7 disbursement for security equipment. 2025 Army gets 7 disbursement for security equipment. Amid the escalating security crisis across Nigeria, the Nigerian Army and the Nigerian Air Force are grappling with gross underfunding, particularly in the acquisition of security and defense equipment, according to records from the federal government open treasury portal.
UTME candidates are abductors, beaters, forced us to drink dirty water. UTME candidates are abductors, beaters, forced us to drink dirty water. Rescued kidnapped victims, including candidates of the Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination on Sunday, recounted their harrowing experiences of torture, hunger, and inhumane treatment during 4 days in captivity. The victims were abducted on Wednesday along the Taraku-Otukpo Road in Otukpo local government area of Benue State during an attack on the Benue Links vehicle conveying passengers.
Moving on from that one, World Bank report, federal government denies alleged diversion of Federation revenue. World Bank report, federal government denies alleged diversion of Federation revenue. The Federal Ministry of Finance has dismissed claims that a significant portion of Nigeria's Federation revenue is being diverted or concealed, describing such report as a misinterpretation of the latest Nigeria Development Update released by the World Bank. That is it for the Daily Trust newspaper. Let's take a look at the Daily Post newspaper.
ADC slams federal government's reintegration plans for insurgents as dangerous softness. ADC slams federal government's reintegration plan for insurgents as dangerous softness. The African Democratic Congress, ADC, has criticized the federal government's plan to reintegrate hundreds of former insurgents into society, saying the approach shows a dangerous softness towards terrorism.
Still talking about the UTME candidates abducted, Governor Aliyah urges JAMB to reschedule exams for abducted UTME candidates. Governor Aliyah urges JAMB to reschedule exams for abducted UTME candidates. Benue State Governor Hyacinth Aliyah has urged the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB, to reschedule exams for 8 candidates of the 2026 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination who were abducted in the state.
Niger Khan chairman laments insecurity, says nobody is safe in Nigeria. Niger Khan chairman laments insecurity, says nobody is safe in Nigeria. The chairman of the Christian Association of Nigeria, Khan, Niger State Chapter, Most Reverend Bulus Daua Yohana, has expressed concern over the worsening security situation in the country, warning that Nigeria is fast becoming unsafe for citizens.
Akwa Ibom receives 18.7 billion naira federal government cash transfer. Akwa Ibom receives 18.7 billion naira federal government cash transfer. The federal government says it has so far disbursed over 18.7 billion naira to 751 million vulnerable families in Akwa Ibom State in 3 tranches of the Household Prosperity and Empowerment Cash Transfer Program. The amount is out of the 60 billion naira earmarked for the South-South region under the program.
Alleged conflict of interest. Niger State coalition seeks termination of pipeline contract. Alleged conflict of interest. Niger Delta coalition seeks termination of pipeline contract. A coalition of stakeholders concerned Niger Delta Patriots for Transparency and Resource Justice, CNDP-TRG, has asked President Bola Tinubu to terminate the multi-billion naira pipeline surveillance contract over consent bordering on alleged conflict of interest. The contract, meant to curb oil theft and boost Nigeria's oil productivity capacity, is being handled by Titania Security Services Nigeria Limited, owned by a former Niger Delta militant leader, High Chief Government Ekpe Mupolo, popularly known as Tom Polo.
That is it for the Daily Post newspaper. Let's take a look at our final newspaper for today, which is the Vanguard newspaper. This one says ADC leadership, why 3 rival blocks are locked in do-or-die battle. ADC leadership, why 3 rival blocks are locked in do-or-die battle. The leadership crisis rocking the African Democratic Congress, ADC, has snowballed into a full-blown political war, with 3 rival camps laying claim to the soul of the party in what insiders describe as a fierce winner-takes-all struggle ahead of the 2027 general elections.
We apprehended 7 military headsmen over kidnapped JAM candidates. Please. We apprehended 7 military headsmen over kidnapped JAM candidates. Police. The Benue State Police Command has arrested 7 suspected military headsmen in connection with last Wednesday abduction of passengers aboard an 18-seater Benue link bus along the Makurdi-Otukpo Highway. The victims, who included candidates of the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB, en route to Otukpo for their examinations, have all regained their freedom.
Tackling pollution of our rivers. Nigerians, especially those in the rural areas, live with the ever-present pollution of their only sources of potable water, springs, streams, and small rivers. This is mostly due to lack of government diligent attention to the welfare of the people and outright lawlessness by citizens, including corporate citizens. To know more details on that story, you can grab a copy of the Vanguard newspaper.
APC chieftain wants dangerous governorship endorsement in Abia State. APC chieftain warns against dangerous governorship endorsement in Abia State. A chieftain of the All Progressive Congress APC in Abia, Chief Agu Emaba, has warned of imminent implosion in the party following its divisive endorsement of a governorship aspirant for the 2027 by some stakeholders. In a statement issued in Umuahia and made available to newsmen on Sunday, Emaba urged that endorsing an aspirant without giving others a chance in an open contest will destroy the party's prospect at the polls.
Alleged partisanship, Utomi, Falana, others demand INEC chair Amopiton's resignation. Alleged partisanship, Utomi, Falana, others demand INEC chair Amopiton's resignation. The Movement for Credible Elections, who has called on the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Professor Joash Ojo Amopiton, to resign immediately over allegations of partisanship, warning that he no longer commands the credibility required to oversee the 2027 general elections. For these and more stories, you can grab a copy of all the newspapers we took today: The Punch, Leadership, Daily Trust, Daily Post, and Vanguard newspapers. Remember, we are live on Facebook and YouTube at Invicta FM 98.9 and Invicta FM 98.9 online TV, respectively. So you can go there and see a visual representation of what is happening here in the studio. Let's go on a quick commercial break. When we come back, your opinions on the headlines we read to you will be taken. Don't go anywhere.
Start your day with a dose of 98.9 Invicta FM. Get up and be victorious. Wake up!
Gabatar muku da sabon jig na jaka. Yanzu fararen tufafinka za su yi haske da sheki da kuma kiyaye kashi 99.9 na kwayoyin cuta a farfajiya da sauran wurare. Kawai ka jika da jig na jaka.
Yana da daɗi, da ɗanɗano tare da Cremella. Ga sauƙi, yana da daɗi a kunu ko shayi.
Yi nishaɗin ɗanɗano mai arziki da daɗi na Cremella Crema, cikakke don babban ɗanɗano a shayi, koko, kofi da sauran zaɓin abinci.
Ya daɗi da ɗanɗano tare da Cremella.
Ƙara ɗanɗano da Cremella.
Ojiyabba shakata wajen more kira da naira 100 ka salamu kuɗin ka sai MTN da kuna samun matsala wurin kira dan ba ku da kati to ko sauki ya samu in ka sa naira 100 zaka samu naira 400 a layin MTN domin shiga tsarin ku sa naira 100 sannan ku danna tauraro 889 hash za ku iya amfani da shi cikin kwana ɗaya. Shakata da tsarin MTN G's Plus don more kira sharuɗa da ka'idoji sun shafi wannan.
Omo bills dey choke. No wahala. With Bill Station, you pay sharp sharp. Light, data, transfer, one app, no stress, fast, secure, anytime. Bill Station, where your money dey work.
Wani kunshi wannan shi nake kira gida ya cika.
Mana, ai ce na cika.
Ho. Wane ne yake maganar ki? Ni ina maganar paketin madarar Peak Yogurt wanda yake a hannunki ne.
Aha! Muna gabatar da lita ɗaya na paketin madarar Peak Yogurt. Wato Peak Yogurt Drink 1 liter Full House Pack. Tare da tsarin armashi da ke kunshe cikin tatacciyar madarar saniya. A rarrabawa mutanen gida kowa ji daɗi. Tare da samun moriyan isasshen vitamin da yake ciki.
Peak. Reach for your peak.
Abokina wasa fa na yin kyau ba na ga maka kulab ɗinmu ne zai yi nasara ba amma baka yarda ba wai ko baka saurare na ne me kake tunani ne
abokina ni fa tunani na ba anan yake ba ina tunanin ta yaya zan biya kuɗin makaranta gashi har yanzu ba komai a hannu gaskiya na gaji
a'a me zai hana ka samu rance tun da kai ma'aikaci ne ana ba da bashi har zuwa naira miliyan 5 ga ma'aikatan gwamnati kuma ba tare da wani ya tsaya maka ba kawai kana iya kiran star 5120 hash yanzu na a wayarka zaka samu rancen a cikin mintuna 5
da gaske Iye, ashe gaskiya ne, gashi har sun turo mani alert, sharp gaskiya, na gode.
Kana iya ziyartar ofishin Credit Direct wato sharp da ke lamba 6, Yakubu Gawanwe, harabar bankin FCMB, kusa da babban bankin Najeriya wato CBN a garin Kaduna. Ko ka kira lambar waya, 0747-47-2266. Akwai sharuɗa da ƙa'idoji.
The spread of misinformation, disinformation, and hate speech remains a serious threat to peaceful coexistence and social cohesion. False and unverified information, whether religious, political, ethnic, or tribal, can create tension, destroy trust, and trigger violence in our communities.
As responsible citizens, we all have a duty to protect peace. Before you share any message, pause, verify the source, fact-check the information, think critically about the content, and its possible consequences.
Do not allow yourself to be used to spread rumors, falsehood, or messages capable of causing division.
Peace grows when youth and women speak up. When communities choose dialogue, conflicts reduce. Truth builds peace. Lies destroy it.
Verify before you share. Say no to fake news and hate speech. Yes to peace, unity, and a stronger community. This message is brought to you by the Center for Democracy and Development.
Haba talle, ragin kudin yashi menene a duniya da baka neman ragi? Akwai abu daya, wato tsarin tazarar haihuwa. Ban gane ba, saboda shi kadai ne kyauta. Mado, duk lokacin da naje asibiti da iyalina dangane da tsarin tazarar haihuwa, to kyauta ne, ko dai a caji kuɗi kalilan. To ko shine dalilin lakabinka na tallatushen tattali? Hakika ina iya taya komai, amma banda tsarin tazarar haihuwa. Ikon Allah, ya dace ka sani a hanya. Ba komai, sai mu fara daga ragin kuɗin yashin nan tukunna.
Ziyarci cibiyar lafiya mafi kusa domin farawa, ko a kira lambar waya 222 wannan sako ne daga ma'aikatar lafiya tare da tallafin gamayyar kungiyoyin aidar pronet da fem.
Kyautuwar iyali uba 'ya'ya da ma'uwa.
Yanzu lokaci ne na garabasar samun nasarar Indomie. Muna ƙara cin Indomie, muna ƙara samun nasara.
Kamar yaya?
Ku tara emtin ledojin Indomie noodles guda 10 mai gram 70 ko mai gram 120 wato super pack. Ku kai su cibiyar karɓar garabasar nasarar Indomie domin samun damar cin kyautar paketin Indomie mai gram 70.
Yawancin Indomie, yawan damar cin nasara. Domin ƙarin bayani ku biyo mu a shafin Indomie Arewa Facebook ko ku tuntuɓi cibiyar garabasar mafi kusa da ku. Indomie, ingantaccen abinci.
Domin nasara.
Duk abin da kuke yi muna ganin ƙoƙarinku cikin iyali kuna nuna so muna jin daɗin hakan. Power oil muna nan da ku mun tsaftace dukkanin ɗigo akan 200 naira mu haɗu mu yaɗa soyayya. A duk sanda ka yarda da mu a gurin yi muna ganin ku shi ne sa muka yi na 200 sace sai da ku. Kuna dalilin wannan tsari mai sauki ku more wannan sachet akan 200 naira. Za ku samu Power Oil Mini Pack sachet akan 200 naira.
Power oil, Power oil.
Is that Alfie playing football in the rain? It's Toby Chio. My goodness. When did he grow up? That's it with kids, so.
It's amazing how your child grows up before your eyes. Enable their thriving development with the new NanKid 4 with HMOs to support your child's development, probiotics, and high-quality proteins to support age-appropriate growth. NanKid 4. Nourish your child's potential.
Megida, zo ka ji yadda jaririn ke motsi a cikina.
In ji? Lallai, da alama wannan na da ƙarfi sosai.
Mana, da wa kake gani zai yi kama?
Da ni mana.
A'a, da ni wannan zai yi kama.
To wanda zai zo bayan wannan zai yi kama da ke.
Tabɗi, to har yaushe zan jira wancan ya zo?
Kamar shekara 2 haka.
Kaga a lokacin na samu ƙwarin jiki.
Tattaunawa tsakanin ma'aurata yana da muhimmanci. Mu tattauna.
98.9 Invicta FM. We lead, they follow.
Welcome Welcome back. And now it's time for us to open up the phone lines for you to call in and share your opinions on the headlines that mattered to you. Remember, as you're calling in, please step away from your radio set. Only address the headlines that we read out on today's show, and make sure that the words you're saying are devoid of profane, derogatory, or insulting words. Also, make sure that most importantly, it is a verified information. The numbers to call are 081 40,000 989 or 070 87 800 989. 081 40,000 989 or 070 87 800 989. Let's see who we have on the line today. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sister.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling in from? Korea, let's hear you.
Thank you very much. Yes. Let me start with the air fire rented alarm. If rented alarm for what? Let him just face what he has done. If he's found what, he should go for prison. That's just that. Nobody is above the law of the land. That's just that. The time he was a governor, he feels that he can do and undo. He's small God with small G. Let him face what they are charging him for. Let him not even try that raising the alarm. Police arrested 7 abductors. Let me match you with that one that they force the children to drink dirty water. Their children will never see peace. So, in as much they know how to adopt people's children, their children, family will never see peace. And about the other that ask them to reschedule their exam. Honestly, they should do kind to those children. And they should go and dance either in the mosque or in the church, because it's not easy to come out from this process. Have a wonderful day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kure, for that. Let's see who we have here.
Hello, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning to you.
Federal government deny claim of World Bank diverting of funds. You see, it's just unfortunate, Chinwendu. You see, federal government will be collecting loan, and we don't even know what are they doing with the loan. They keep collecting, taxing I and you, investing the money. Is it not being diverted? It's just unfortunate. Now the plot to keep him in custody by RFI. You see, this government will want to do whatsoever they want to do to make sure that this man never participated in the general election that is coming out, which is unfortunate. And he claims that he's not afraid. If you are not afraid, why can't you allow the law to take its cost? You keep intimidating people, keep doing things which is against the rules and regulations of democracy. And are those that are calling for the resignation of the INEC chairman, I think is in a good point, because that man has compromised already. So we need somebody that would be transparent and give Nigeria a credible election up to 2027, but not Josh, because he has already been bought up by APC allegedly. Then now the ordeal of those that were adopted, that they were forced to drink dirty water, it will never be well for those people who are adopted in Nigeria. And what the government that jam should make sure that these people receive for the exam. Yes, that ought not to be even be told. That is the real thing, the needful that jam ought to do. So for me, Nigeria will be great. That is my prayer. And all those who put us in this quagmire, we were told that some money has been given to security. Where is the money? Where is the security? You are budgeting trillions of naira for terrorists. Are you encouraging the security agents? Let's see what happens come to I urge Nigeria, they will not make mistake bringing APC back.
All right, thank you, Engineer Emmanuel, for that contribution. Let's see who we have on the line.
Hello, good morning. What's your name?
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling
My
from?
name is Comrade Gwaza.
Let's hear you, Comrade Gwaza. Let's hear you, Comrade Gwaza.
My own take is just simply on the Erufai issue. Did you remember when he was the governor in Kaduna here? He detained people indefinitely and he seeks to help with the law. That they are the laws. That they have the up, they have the down. Why is he clear when somebody is now discussing people that yes, they want to keep him permanently for the general election? I have said it time without number here in this medium. That no campaign of calumny. It has happened during Buhari that they have did all they have done, and yet Buhari have been Buhari still won. I am telling you, no campaign of calumny, no institute will stop Bola Tinubu from Union Second. And people that are calling for the head of Amopito, why didn't they call for the head of Mahmoud Yakubu when he was appointed? And let me tell you something, Chinwendu. I've observed and realized something, that Southerners always are political jamborees. They always say something against their people. Why they should men work from the North? The Northerners, whenever a Northerner is in power, you see the Northerners come out and rally behind their people. But the South, they are always in criticism. Let me say something to you, that those people that are causing insecurity, their insecurity shall come to pass. And God is going to make Nigeria great again. Thank you. Remain blessed. Goodbye.
Thank you, Comrade Zaza.
Okay, let's see who we have here. Hello, good morning.
Hello, my sister.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling in from?
I see Madu from Iduma.
Let's hear you, I see Madu.
Let me begin with our ministers telling us that Nigerians are defending themselves. It is rather unfortunate that we have leaders that you can only defend themselves, but they cannot prove themselves. Defending yourself is nothing to us but proving yourself. If they are accusing of you being diverting our tax money, and you cannot prove it, you only defend. That is not, and everybody can defend, including those that are killing human beings, can defend themselves. But the question is, are you proving to the only you are not diverting? Are we seeing every infrastructure on ground that is working? It's rather unfortunate. So please, I call on them. Let them be the people that will not only defend, but will show us reality on ground. Because our children and we are aging, and we know what is happening in this country. Let me quickly go back. Integrating terrorists back to the society. My sister, I laugh. How are these people going to stay? And how we that affect, they kill our brothers, they kill our sisters, kill our parents, will look them and tell them that they agree that they're doing well. Please, I call government to do the needful and save this country. But these interpretations, may God help us and may God help us too. Lastly, those that force these children to drink water, it is rather unfortunate, but let me remind them, they have children. If they don't have children, they have siblings. Something is not going to work well with them until they repent. Thank you, Master, for giving me time to hear my good morning.
God bless you, Icy Madu. On WhatsApp, we have this one from Pius Achad that says, Kaduna now better than in 2023. Yes, but there is still a lot to do. Ambassador Shamang is saying, if not for Dangote, Nigeria would have been in serious trouble despite the trillions spent on the nation's refineries that lies fallow. So regrettable, insulting and ridiculing that we would go to Turkey for training while Nigeria was better than Turkey years past. May God pay Malam Nasser El-Rufai according to his deeds. The reintegration of repentant insurgents into society is a dangerous one. APC is keen into, as observed by ADC. Let's see who we have here. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name? Please step away from your radio set. What is your name?
My name is Mike from Barnawa.
Mike, let's hear you.
Kaduna now better than 2023. That is also true from the people's governor. He has said it all. Because before that 2023, Kaduna State was living hell on earth. That is basic true. Because of what his predecessor did. As if one day he was not going to come down from that high horse. El-Rufai raises alarm that maybe the federal government want to pay him indefinitely. I mean, it's what he has done. What goes around comes around. We have been saying that. El-Rufai, whatever he says now, is just synonymous to what he will have said. He will have done, if he's still in power. Because whatever he says now that the federal government want to do, or this and want to do, is what he has conceived in his mind. He will have done if he is in power. But God has saved Nigeria for him. Let him face the music. I've told you several times. Everybody is not against the federal government. It's against those people he has sent to the untimely grave. I told you when he was interviewed, everybody said that he has no, when they interviewed him, whether he has blood pressure. He said he has no blood pressure, but he gave blood pressure to people. Is that a good governor? And some people are still talking here and there concerning him. Concerning the students of Benin State that was hired by this.
All right, Mike from Banawa.
How long shall we continue this federal government?
Thank you, Mike, for contributing on the show on WhatsApp. We have this one from Akia Stephen from Angwamboro. It says student loan given to Nigerian students is supposed to be scholarship, not loan. Nigeria is a rich nation with oil and high tax. As Khan in Niger State expressed, nobody is safe in Nigeria. It is a call for the government to take action. Victor from Juji says, Happy New Week to everyone out there. I know that one day Nigeria will be great again. And Abdul Ubele from Damani says, President react to criticism, saying Nigeria's GDP is in order. The presidency should admit its shortcomings before defending. The Nigerians are in a trying period. El-Rufai raised alarm over plot to arrest him. That is very unfortunate. APC knows very well as long as El-Rufai is moving around, APC and Tinubu cannot and will not win. All right, thank you for that message. This one is from Abdul Hakim Asiyombi. It says, please let the improvement of Kaduna State reach Kabala West Road. Then Ayuba from Rimi Kamazo, Nigeria will certainly be great again. And Adiolu Adebute is saying, I urge Nigerians to stand as one. It is the right of the federal government to protect lives and property day by day. Hello, good morning. Oh, I lost that call.
Hello, good morning. What is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Mr. Atakole. I'm calling
Please step away from your radio set.
Yes, I've just done that. I want to appreciate the command, the State Command, for that quick reaction recovering those students. You see, this thing has become permanent in Nigeria. It's a terrible thing. What are the fears of the show candidates? They were forced to drink very bad water. And those people, when they arrested all the time, they say they have repented. Before you repent, you receive a preaching. Who preached to them to repent? When they discover that there is fire on them by the military, they say they surrender. And then the people kept them and feeding them with our money. And then pour it into our society to come and do what? Their mentality still remains the same. I'm telling the truth. If we were to be in other countries, to just tie them and shoot all of them. And this, whether they arrested some bandits, the one they recovered the shooters, what are they waiting for? Those are not good elements. These are people that shoot pregnant women, kill two people at a go, and they don't care. Look at what they take. Look at the drink blood and do all that kind of a thing. When El-Rufai complained of blood to detain him, when he was there for 8 years, the Bible said this truth that sinners shall die. It is the work of your hand. If you look at 90% of people, they don't speak good of him. Such a one has to change. When you are in governance, you know that everything has an end. These are the things we are talking about. I just pray that this country shall be well. And for Tinubu, to be frank with you, you see, the moment in
All right, 2 minutes.
the northern
Thank you so much for your contribution on the show. Usman Issa Bilal is saying ADC criticized federal government on plan to reintegrate repentant rebels to the society. This is a wrong move by the government and the timing is wrong. At this critical time when insecurity is worsening in the country, also the 2027 election is fast approaching. So reintegrating this repentant terrorists to the society for now is not a wise move at all. Government should make a U-turn and stop such move because it would pose as a security threat for now. Kaduma Festus, good morning to you. Joseph Uzomawaro, good morning. My comment is about how the church begs President Tinubu to tackle hunger and insecurity in Nigeria. May God deliver this nation. Okay, I would love to Okay, he's talking about Khan. All right, well done. Kaduma Festus, good morning to you. Duza XB Kakura is saying that Niger Khan chairman laments over insecurity, saying nobody is safe in Nigeria. That is true. This country has become something else when it comes to protecting lives and property. Then Young Gathers is saying a Khan chairman in Niger State laments that Nigerians are unsafe in terms of insecurity. That's just the truth, as kidnappings and killings are the order of the day in this country. Sir Alfedua Nuhu says, okay, good morning to you. Ma Olebara, all successive leadership of patriotism as it is observed. Okay, Mrs. Ma, I would love to know what headline you are addressing. Thank you for sending in your comment. Ibrahim Mohammed KD, NIMET give warnings of possible disturbances in today's weather. Early warning is a welcome development. Let the public stick to the weather report always to avert disaster. God bless our dear country. Fumen Grand Duchy says that those the campaign to APC will now understand. Okay, kudos to the federal government for the Now Fund loan. I bear witness to students in my institution that benefited from the loan. Habib led, good morning to you. Vera Audi, good morning. Let's go on a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll read up the comments on Facebook and WhatsApp. Don't go anywhere.
Is Invicta 98.9 FM. We never invented radio, but we're taking it to the edge of perfection.
OneXBet, where sports come alive. Join the game on promo on the site or app. Win an iPhone 16 and cash prizes up to 750,000 naira. Enter promo code Nigeria on and boost your game. OneXBet, game on, together in the game. Bet responsibly. 18 plus. T's and C's apply.
Haba talle, ragin kudin yashi menene a duniya da baka neman ragi? Akwai abu daya, wato tsarin tazarar haihuwa. Ban gane ba, saboda shi kadai ne kyauta. Mado, duk lokacin da naje asibiti da iyalina dangane da tsarin tazarar haihuwa, to kyauta ne, ko dai a caji kuɗi kalilan. To ko shine dalilin lakabinka na tallatushen tattali? Hakika ina iya taya komai, amma banda tsarin tazarar haihuwa. Ikon Allah, ya dace ka sani a hanya. Ba komai, sai mu fara daga ragin kuɗin yashin nan tukunna.
Ziyarci cibiyar lafiya mafi kusa domin farawa, ko a kira lambar waya 222 wannan sako ne daga ma'aikatar lafiya tare da tallafin gamayyar kungiyoyin Pronet da FEM.
Kyautuwar iyali, uba, 'ya'ya da ma'uwa. Ɗaki da farfajiyar kicin.
Gabatar muku da sabon jig na jaka, yanzu fararen tufafinka za su yi haske da sheki da kuma kiyaye kashi 99.9 na kwayoyin cuta a farfajiya da sauran wurare. Kawai ka jika da jig na jaka. Mai gida, zo ka ji yadda jaririn ke motsi a cikina.
In ji? Lallai, da alama wannan na da ƙarfi sosai.
Mana, da wa kake gani zai yi kama?
Da ni mana.
A'a, da ni wannan zai yi kama.
To wanda zai zo bayan wannan zai yi kama da ke.
Tabɗi, to har yaushe zan jira wancan ya zo?
Kamar shekara 2 haka.
Kaga a lokacin na samu ƙwarin jiki.
Tattaunawa tsakanin ma'aurata yana da muhimmanci. Mu tattauna.
Start your day with a dose of 98.9 Invicta FM. Get up and be victorious.
Wake up!
On Facebook, we have Samuel Oluwasegun Adeoye. He says that the Now Fund program is genuine. Kudos to the federal government of Nigeria for that. But the students that applied since February are yet to receive anything, of which my daughter is among. Please let the body involved put more effort to do the needful. Victor Adiba, where are we going in this country? I just can't understand, but with God, everything is going to be great. Ezekiel Ikenna. ADC crisis, if they like, let them settle. Ooh, okay. Let them settle their. I do not know why that message is disappearing. Let them settle their differences. If they don't like, they should have 10 factions. They are not ready for 2027 general elections. They are not ashamed of themselves. All right. Thank you for your message. Grace Boy Soplex. Good morning to you, Roland Yakubu. Good morning. Thank God for Dangote. Victor Sule is watching us live all the way from Angwarimi. Good morning to you too. Thank you to everybody that participated on the show. To you that is still calling our lines, unfortunately we can't, answer any more calls because at 7, Dambaju would be here for the show Waka Waka. But the show will make a return tomorrow at exactly 6 a.m. I've been your host, Chinwendu Perpetua Odimgbe, and I've had with me
Mabel Iduma.
Thank you, Mabel, for hanging out with us here. And remember to get your PVC, your permanent voters card. That is what you can use to exercise your right as a citizen of Nigeria. Until this show makes a return, stick to Invicta.
Thank you for participating in the program The Dailies today. The thoughts and opinions stated by our various contributors on this program of Invicta 98.9 FM radio, its website, and or its other social media platforms do not reflect the thoughts and or opinions of the station. Listeners are urged to use their own discernment to draw their own conclusions for a better Nigeria. We emphasize the importance of keeping an open mind and not misconstruing the headlines. Invicta FM, together we are victorious.
Invicta FM. I ain't no liar, but I said that we just grew apart. Don't know why I protect you.